Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to breakout room 4 or parallel session 4. Before we proceed to the parallel session, let me inform you that for this parallel session, we will have around hour. That is from 9 until 10. And before we start, let me check the presenter, the attendance of the presenter. First, we have Mr. First, we have Mr. Slamet Wiono. Are you here with us, Pak Slamet? Check, Pak Slamet. Halo, Pak Slamet. Okay. Nah, it seems that Pak Slamet hasn't here yet. And then the second, we have Ibu Dwi Rukmini and Pak Agung Ginanjar. Either Ibu Dwi Rukmini or Pak Agung Ginanjar is here.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. And then Bapak Imade Sujana.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, Pak Made. And then we have Pak Alfian Azhar.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, now, before we start for the first speaker, that is Pak Slamet. And unfortunately, Pak Slamet hasn't here yet. So the first speaker will be Pak Agung Ginanjar. Pak Agung, are you ready? Hello, Pak Agung. It seems that Pak Agung lost the signal. And then perhaps Pak Made, Pak Imade Sujana, are you
Okay,
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
For all the presenters, you are given 10 minutes to deliver your presentation, and then it seems that we should followed by another speakers, and then from 1 to 4 speakers. Okay. And then after that, we will have a question and answer. Okay. So since there are only how many speakers available in here? 2, yeah. 2 speakers. So we start for the first speakers and then 5 minutes for question and answer. Okay. And without further ado, please, Pak Made, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, moderator. Let me just share my screen first. It is disabled, Pak Zaro.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. Please try again, Pak.
Okay, can you see now, Pak Agus?
Yes, clearly.
Okay. Okay, first of all, thank you very much for Pak Sarolaran as a moderator for this room. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you very much for giving me a chance to speak in this conference. I'm Made Sujana, and these are our team, Dr. Untung Waluyo, Eka Fitriana, MA, and Dr. Dewi Suryani from Faculty of Medicine, and 3 of us from English Education Department, University of Mataram, Lombok, Indonesia. So we will present our material entitled Improving a proficiency, English proficiency for student of Faculty of Medicine. This is kind of recommendation from our longitudinal study that 3 years it is funded by Kemenristek Dikti starting from 2018 and 2020. This year is the last year for our research. Before I present the recommendation as the title suggests here, let me just look at the skeleton of presentation. So the first one, I will talk about this study, 3-year longitudinal study, and the second one, the result, especially dealing with the demand of English and also the problem faced by Faculty of Medicine in terms of improving English proficiency, and the third one, conclusion and recommendation. That's the core point here. Okay, so this is our study. It is a 3-year longitudinal study starting from 2018 and 2020, funded by Kemenristek Dikti. And the approach that we use for this one is research and development, and the setting, Faculty of Medicine, University of Mataram in Lombok. And the source of data, the main data here is competency standard for Indonesian medical doctors, that what is known as SKDI, Standar Kompetensi Dokter Indonesia, and also guidebook for Faculty of Medicine in order to find TSA. And the second one, for present situation analysis, we involve students, subject specialists, and also English lecturer. And the product of our research, that a curriculum and a number of syllabuses and also course book. So there is a plan for 3 years. So we try to find TSA, target situation analysis, minus PSA in order to decide about learning situation analysis. So this is the description of our research. So in order to design the material, we start from TSA, target situation analysis, by analyzing the core material. Here is SKDI, Standar Kompetensi Dokter Indonesia. That's a document that we use. And then before we decide what kind of programs, we try to look at PSA. So involving students and other stakeholders in order to decide. And then we come to conclusion that there are a lot of things that needs to be designed. But let's have a look, finding from needs analysis. So these are the results of needs analysis conducted 2018 and published in 2020 in IJOLI, International Journal of Education, that's in UNM Makassar, that's in 2020. So our finding that the demand of English for student of medicine can be divided into 3 goals. The first one, what is called a short-term goal, mid-term goal, and long-term goal. So the needs of English for short-term goal in order to be able to access academic information. So in order to access academic information. The second one, the mid-term goal is to meet graduation requirement, in which the student are required to have 450 on TOEFL score, and also in order to do clinical rotation in hospital, that apprenticeship in hospital for more or less 2 years. That's for midterm goal. And for long-term goal, English is needed for preparing jobs and professional development. So that's the demand of English. I think it is the demand is very high. Well, if we look at our finding from teaching and learning situation at the Faculty of Medicine is very far from the demand mentioned above. So the problem is dealing with low level of English. So the problem here dealing with English proficiency or English level, most of them are still at the basic and elementary level. So that's a problem. So we cannot start ESP courses until they have at least intermediate classes that based on Dudley Advanced and St. John's theory. And the second problem, time allocated to English. Because English is part of block system, we have only 2 times 100 minutes in order to teach English for the whole life of being a student at the Faculty of Medicine. only 2 times. So it's mean that we meet, introduce ourselves, and the second meeting will be for saying goodbye. So that's the problem. And the third one, teaching and learning situation. Number of students in a class, so that more than 80 students in a class, you can imagine. And the last time I teach in this faculty, it consists of 120 in one class, and it is taught online, and only 2 meetings. You can imagine that how we handle this English. So this is a problem of teaching and learning situation at the Faculty of Medicine. So it's mean that the high demand of English doesn't correspond to teaching and learning situation. So that's the point. So the product of our development after we analyze from various situations, so we produce a curriculum and also 7 syllabuses for various purposes, such as so the course book design so far as general academic reading, because we have to start from to accommodate for those who are still at the lower level. We cannot go directly to academic. So we try to bridge them by using general academic reading, and then TOEFL, especially for structured written expression and reading, English for presentation, English for communication, and academic English. So that's the book produced so far, or being produced so far, because the research is underway. So we still finalize dealing with academic English and also English for presentation. So the conclusion from that one, before we give a recommendation, that there is a big gap between TSA and PSA, present situation analysis, and also target situation analysis, as 2 big gap, which shows a conflict, a lot of conflicts we have to consider in designing courses program. So because it is wide range of gaps between TSA and PSA, so we have a lot of programs to offer. Although we're not sure that whether it can be used by the student, or we have to find other alternative. And then, as I said, that so we managed to produce some kind of courses. And then the third conclusion here, it is difficult to implement those programs due to kind of various entry behavior and time allocated to study. So starting from this conclusion, considering the various problems faced by Faculty of Medicine, so we try to provide some recommend for improvement of English proficiency. So this is the point for our article letter. So more on recommendation we provided. So these are the recommendations we try to provide as a for the management of Faculty of Medicine. The first one, it is not enough just give English only twice in the whole life, 2 times 100 minutes in the whole life of being student at Faculty of Medicine, because English is just kind of formality for them. So with various problems, so it is, we need to provide more input. So faculty needs to provide more input, whether it is attached in a block system, or they can provide kind of courses, so based on semester courses. So because the basis of teaching and learning process at the Faculty of Medicine is not semesters based, but a block system. So for it might be around 2 or 3 months for the course, one block. That's point. So what we recommend here is the first one, students need more English because of the problem. Okay, so the second one, the course can be the form of formal English, credit English, and also it can be elective courses. So we start to negotiate about this, and the faculty has agreed in order to provide some courses based on the book that we produce. The faculty needs to provide elective courses, both for general English, because they need to improve the general English first before they go to ESP. So because a wide range of of level of English. So we suggest first general English as elective and also ESP program to solve the problem of English proficiency. We also suggest in order to issue exemption policy needs to give reward for students with high level of English because some of them have got more than 500 on TOEFL score. So I think they can be given a kind of a reward in order not to take English class and go directly to excellent marks, say for example, A mark for those who have got more than 500. So what we need to achieve from this policy is washback effect. So the students who apply for Faculty of Medicine of University of Mataram will prepare themselves for English because they will get a reward without taking English course directly. So that's the first. The second one, so it will reduce the number of students in class by giving them a kind of reward. I think it's relevant to what is booming right now in Indonesia, Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka. So we try to facilitate them who have achieved well on English proficiency. The major recommendation from us that the application of CLIL system, content and language integrated system in the curriculum of block system. So CLIL here as we sit together at dual function education in which content and language taught simultaneously. So improvement of content or subject matter will be followed by language improvement. So that's CLIL program. So we need to promote this one in order to be included in block system, which means that we have to train them how CLIL works in block system because it must be taught by subject specialists, not English teacher anymore, but subject specialists help in design by English lecturer. So the change of block curriculum into we have to train them how to apply.
Pak Mati, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Okay, so we about to finish. I think this is the last slide I have. Okay, change that we have to train them. The concept we suggest here, 4 C's in COIL's concept here consists of communication, content, cognition, and culture. So we need to train them how to integrate block system into the 4 C's. And the last one, our products now, it will be used for English clinic later, whether offline or online. So what we suggest here that Faculty of Medicine must have a clinic, whether it is online or offline by assigning lecturers in order to work on the clinic. And also we can provide like by using learning management system in order to provide material, because the problem with student of Faculty of Medicine, they don't have time, enough time to take English courses. So that's the problem. Those are our recommendation to the management, which we will present it again to the management next week for the results of this. Okay. I think that's what I can present to you. I hope it will be useful for all of us. I give it back to Pak Sahrul as moderator. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Okay. Thank you, Pak Mati. It seems that all speakers for this parallel session are already here. So I may proceed to the next speaker in here. On first speaker should be, we have Pak Slamet, but since Pak Slamet joined us,
of course,
yes, in time. So Pak Slamet, are you ready for now?
Sure, yes.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, Pak Slamet, you are given 10 until 15 minutes to deliver your presentation.
Oh, less than that, maybe 8 minutes, it's okay.
Okay. If you're ready, please. Pak
Sure,
Slamet,
yes. Sure, yeah.
the screen is yours.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sure. Thank you very much, everybody. My title is Exploring Cognates in Geosurveying Instrument Manuals, a lesson plan for ESP teaching. Yeah, I'm working for a who is dealing with and land matters. This survey instrument is vital to my
Pak Slamet,
things.
excuse me, Pak Slamet. First, we couldn't hear your voice clearly, and then the second is we couldn't see your screen sharing. Perhaps you need to have better connection. If you have any problem with the signal, I suggest you to move to another space in your room to get better signal. But if you couldn't do that, we may proceed to the next speaker while you fix the problem. Pak Slamet?
No, it's okay. Yes,
Are you ready?
it's okay now.
Please try to share screen first.
Yes,
I might
okay.
check for the
Done it.
connection.
I've
please.
done it.
Okay, cepat.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
No,
Can you see my screen?
no,
Not yet, not yet.
No?
no.
Not yet, Pak Slamet.
Is it okay now?
Not yet, Pak.
Not yet.
Start the video first.
Can you see?
Not yet.
Not yet, Pak. I do apologize, Pak Slamet. Perhaps you may say you may
Start video first.
start video first.
The video must be the tombol of the button of the video. Tombolnya belum diklik sepertinya. Videonya masih belum aktif juga, Pak.
Oh.
Ya, start videonya itu belum ditekan kali. Ya.
Well, you can see my picture really.
Pak Slamet.
Not yet, Pak Slamet.
Bawah kiri, Pak. Bawah kiri itu ada mute, ada yang video, Pak. Yang videonya di start dulu.
Sudah. Semua sudah.
Oh, belum itu, Pak, belum muncul.
Pak Zuhrul, maybe.
Ya.
Saya bisa melihat semua.
Pak Slamet, are you online with laptop or
Yes,
mobile phone? Laptop. In
Yep.
my screen, that there is.
I can see you.
Yeah. Yes, you may see us, but we couldn't see you either your
Okay.
screen. Okay.
Just proceed to the next speaker,
Okay,
please.
there. Okay.
I'm going back later.
Okay, since Pak Slamet have encountered a problem, so we proceed to the next speaker. And for the next speaker, allow me to call Miss Ibu or Ibu Dwi Rukmini and Bapak Agung Ginanjar Anjani Putra. Are you here with us, Ibu or Bapak?
All right, sir.
Sure.
Okay. If you ready, just say ready and I'll. Oh. Okay, Ibu Dwi Rukmini, the screen is yours. You may start. Thank you.
Okay, a moment, please. I will change it into slideshow. Moment. Ora ketok iki. Slideshow, where are you? Okay, yes. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Morning. Can you hear me?
Ya,
Can
ya,
you-
Bu. Ya,
Yes, Bu.
clear.
Bagus. Ya. May I start right now? Boleh mulai sekarang?
Yeah, of course. You can start now, Bu.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for the chance given to me and all the audience. Morning, glad to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
Loh kok hilang? Slide-nya hilang, bos. What about the slide?
It seems that Pak Slamet is not trying to
Yeah, to screen sharing.
share
Selamat,
screen.
Pak Selamat. Would you please stop screen sharing, Pak Selamat?
Share sebenarnya.
Ya udah Pak Slamet dulu deh. Pak Slamet senang ke susu, saya enggak.
Ya tadi
It
sebenarnya.
seems
Can you see my screen? My slide now.
No, no.
we couldn't see your slide, Pak Selamat,
Oh,
but
It's okay. It's okay.
it seems that you encountered a problem with your laptop.
Maybe. Let's go on with the
I
next speaker,
suggest you
okay?
yeah, we have the next speakers, but unfortunately, on this screen, you are pressing the share screen. So would you
Oh, I see.
please restart your computer and then join me again? Yeah, you may leave the room first and then inform the committee that you need to restart your computer.
I think he need to stop sharing on the screen first.
Yeah, Pak Selamat. It seems that the display screen here are delayed screen from Pak Selamat, Bu.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
back to Bu
Udah kembali, Pak.
Rukmini.
Okay,
Okay.
now, yeah.
Okay, can you make
I'm
it into slideshow, please? All the slides.
Yeah, yeah, Bu. I can see it
Yeah.
clearly.
Okay, I'm waiting for you. It hasn't. Okay, thank you very much. Now it is a real turn of mine and Pak Ginanjar. Yeah, morning, love. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to meet you. Here, Pak Ginanjar and I want to present our study entitled Synchronous and Asynchronous Learning in Grammar Classes. This was done, the grammar courses. Yes, this was taught to the EFL student. Yeah, particularly students of English Department, Semarang State University. Next. Yeah. Let us start with the background of the study. Yeah, because of pandemic, kok ada Pak Purwo? Because of the pandemic, the government suggests us to work from home, meaning that we need to have an online learning, right? But there is still debate. Yes, ya bagus gitu dong. There is a debate over what is better between synchronous and asynchronous learning. That is why we conducted this study. Another reason is because of the challenges of online learning for the whole semester. And grammar is still deemed difficult by most EFL learners. Next. Okay, make it bigger. And these are the literature review. Okay, slide, yep. Student attitude towards blended learning, done by Tang and friends. Next. Okay, no. Student attitude towards mobile learning. Perception of students on synchronous lessons, of students toward asynchronous lessons, and then instructor perception of blended learning, the effect of asynchronous learning on vocabulary. You may read by yourself, and the use of synchronous tools. So none of the previous study concerns on which of those two kinds of online learning is preferable for the students. Next. The method. The design is a survey design, and the questionnaire is adapted from Tang and Chaw's. Yes, I think this will be better if it is explained by Pak Agung. Hi, love. Are you ready?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes. Go on.
Okay. I'll try to continue the explanation. The first one, we use survey design as in this pandemic we find it difficult to find another data collection procedure to collect the data, so we use survey design. So a questionnaire adapted from Tang and Chaw's was used in the study, and we adapted this questionnaire and made it into 50 Likert scale items. And this Likert scale, the score or the point range is from 1 to 4. So we avoid using 5 range of point because sometimes people choose to play safe in choosing or giving the response. And actually this questionnaire was distributed to 8 classes, but then we only get 76 respondents, and out of these 76 respondents there are 8 incomplete responses, so we left the responses out. Then we only use 68 responses as the sample. And Actually, yeah, this study is still going. We are still waiting for responses for our students to complete their the form that we provide. And after that, we did data analysis by using Pimentel, especially in what is it, in determining the description. So here we have 4 descriptions here. So the interval between 1 to 1.75 will be very bad, and then 1 to 1.76 to 0.51 will be bad, will be described as bad, and then 2.52 up to 3.27 will be considered as good, and then 3.28 until 4 will be described as very good attitude. So this analysis based on Pimentel 2019. And since this questionnaire used 4 points Likert scale item, so the highest score will be 4 for each item, and then the lowest score will be 1. So we try to calculate all the items based on the construct that we have to analyze students' attitude in the study. So after we analyze this, the results or the questionnaire, the responses from the respondents, then the results are divided into several attitudes. The first one results of the attitude towards technology. So here we try to provide the information that is more prevalent in our study. So here we first look at the attitude of students with technology. As you can see, the score is really high here, and the students believe that technology is useful for learning grammar. So from 68 students, 52 students strongly agreed and 16 agreed. And students think technology is easy to be used in learning grammar. Yeah, here's the detail. 25 students strongly agreed, and 36 agreed, 6 disagreed, and 1 strongly disagreed. Yeah, it is interesting to see that there is 1 student strongly disagreed with this notion that students think technology is easy to be used in learning grammar, meaning that he or she perceived that technology is hard to be used in learning grammar. But however, most of them think that it is easy to be used in learning grammar. Yeah, from this we can see.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You have 2 minutes left.
Okay, then
Come to conclusion, please.
Okay, here's the result is of learning readiness. Yeah, and then the result of flexibility. As you can see, the student prefer asynchronous learning since it provides flexibility for them to do the tasks, to read the materials, and so on and so forth. And students would like to decide where they want to study, when they want to, and students want to study as scheduled. We got a lower score here, the very low score, only 1.94. And then the results of online learning. Students find it difficult to study synchronously. Here, it seems that the student rather disagree with this statement. So they think that they find it easy to study synchronously in terms of learning grammar, and the student want synchronous learning time to be reduced, and also they disagree with this notion that they prefer not to reduce synchronous learning time. And in terms of study management, yeah, it is also interesting to see that although they don't want to reduce synchronous learning study time, but they are
I mean, sir.
okay. Then it's the conclusion. In general, students have a good attitude towards synchronous and asynchronous learning of grammar, although they perceive themselves to manage the study well in asynchronous learning. And this study also supports the previous findings in the previous literature review that we filed. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you for the presentation, Mrs. Dwi Rukmini and Mr. Agung Ginanjar. Now we go to the next presenter. Allow me to call Miss Alfian Azhar Yamin. Mr. Alfian Azhar Yamin, I'm sorry. Mr. Alfian, are you here with us?
Okay. Yes.
Are you ready, Mr. Alfian?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Now you have 10 until 15 minutes to deliver your presentation. You may start.
Okay. Okay, can you see my slideshow?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My study is about the needs analysis on English language used by hotel staffs in Bandung. Okay, this is the title. And the background of the study is there is the need for the current curriculum to be evaluated, which the English for Hotel and Tourism course in the Institute of Hotel and Tourism in Bandung, and to develop a curriculum that suit the current situation right now. So this is the background why I do this study. And then I would like to share about some definition of the ESP, because the needs analysis is one of the factors in ESP approach. It is by Hutchinson and Waters in 1987. ESP is an approach to language teaching which aims to meet the needs of particular learners. Okay, the next one is from Paltridge and Starfield in 2013. ESP is a key feature that the content and aims of the lesson is concerned based on the needs of the learners. Okay. In short, ESP provides a proper language learning activity that meets the demand of the learner. Okay, now move on to the needs analysis. Needs analysis is one of the key factors in ESP syllabus design. As Brown stated, ESP refers need analysis as a process of gathering information that will serve as a basis for developing a curriculum that suit the needs of the particular learners. Here, the particular learners is the English for hotel and tourism, focusing on hotel. Okay, the focus on this study is there are two focus: target needs, which concern on what the learner needs, and the learning needs, which focus on what the learner needs to do in order to learn. And it's taken from Hutchinson and Waters, 1987. As my study is concerned with in the target needs. Okay, focus in this need analysis is there are three aspects. The first one is the necessities, which is the type of need determined by the demands of the target situation, and focus on what learner has to know in order to function effectively in the target situation. The target situation means the workplace in the hotel area. Okay. The second aspect is LEX, which is concerned by the course designer, that the course designer should know that learners what is my screen going blank? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, for the second aspect is LEX. Course designers should know what the learners know already, so that it is easier to decide what should be taught based on the gap between the necessities and the learners' current language skills. And the last aspect is it is the view from the learner's perspective. It shows the learner's demand of the course based on what their needs are. Okay. In this study, I use quantitative design, and the instrument I use is a questionnaire, which is given to. Actually, I give it to 35 participants, but only 27 of participants is response to the questionnaires. And I deliver using Google Form as because we are in the social distancing situation, so that I can go to the hotel and do the questionnaire and some interview for the participants. Okay, now the findings. Okay, the first one is the importance of English language use in hotel industry. As you can see in the presentation, almost all the participants, it is about 81.5%, the participant agree that the importance of English language is very important, and for 14.8% see it is important, and one participant say that it is quite important. The next finding is the English language skill needed in hotel industry. As you can see, 14 participants say that vocabulary is needed in hotel industry, and the least needed is grammar. At only 11 participants that select it as needed. And as you can see also that all the participants agree that speaking is one of the most needed language skill in hotel industry, followed by listening, writing, and reading. Okay, now is the most needed language function by hotel staff in Bandung. As you can see, 85% of the participants said that giving information and hotel facilities and service is the most needed language function used in hotel staff in Bandung, followed by the answering question and handling complaint, and then welcoming guests, also daily conversation and offering help. And now move on to the problems encountered by participants at the workplace. Okay, I have summed up the response from the participants, that participant feels that they are feeling nervous when dealing with guests, and the lack of vocabulary knowledge is also the main problems for them. And then some accent and pronunciation from the guests maybe are hard to understand. And then the suggestion from the participant for the curriculum development is they need to enrich lesson about the conversation in the hotel, handling complaint, and explaining about facilities and service around the hotel. And also they need to enrich the vocabulary knowledge around the hotel terms in the lesson or curriculum. Okay, for the conclusion from this study, it can be concluded that English language skill is an important skill for hotel staff. All of the language skill is important, including reading, writing, listening, speaking, vocabulary, and grammar. But however, the speaking skill is most important skill that hotel staff need to learn based on the findings of the study. Moreover, the skill for giving information about facilities and services around the hotel is highly needed as charted in the finding of the study. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. I'll give back to Mr. Zuhrul.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alfian. And it seems that it's already 10 o'clock, so it's wrap the first of parallel session for break room 4, and
Done?
we have
Still?
yes, Mr. Slamet.
Yes.
We will have a question and answer and question session, answer session for this parallel first, and then if there are no question and answer session, so we will proceed to the next session. And Pak Slamet, after this question answer and question session, Pak Slamet.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So we have 3 speakers in here, and if you have questions for one or for those 3 speakers, please you may use raise hand or just unmute your microphone and state the question briefly, and don't forget to address for whom the question. If there is no question, so we will proceed to the next session. Okay. Perhaps thank you for the presenters, for Ibu Dwi Rukmini, Bapak Agung, Pak Made, and Bapak Alfian. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to parallel session 3 of breakout room 4. For this parallel session, we have Bapak Slamet. Bapak Slamet.
Okay.
Okay, Bapak Slamet first, and then the second we have, yes, for the second presenter, we have Ibu Dia Prabaningrum. Ibu Dia. Or Ibu Rahayu Prastiwati. Ibu Sumartini. Ibu Sheila Zairotur Raudoh. And then we have Bapak Didit Kurniadi and Bapak Suprapto. Bapak Didit Kurniadi.
Yes, I'm here, Mr. Zuhrul.
Okay. Thank you, Bapak Didit. And then the last we have Ibu Hersulastri.
Yes, I'm
Ibu
in.
Hersulastri.
And with Pak
And
Purwo.
Bapak Purwo
Yeah.
Haryono.
Thank
Okay.
you. Good morning.
Yeah. Mas. Boleh. Bentar, Bu. Saya tak pindah, Bu. Jenengan pindah ganti-gantian. And I do apologize. There's a problem in here for this parallel session. On third parallel session will be served by another moderator, and Pak Agung Ginanjar will serve as the moderator. And the screen is yours, Pak Agung. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zoro. Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor for me to be the moderator of this parallel session 3. So without further ado, I would like to welcome the first presenter of this session, Bapak Slamet. Bapak Slamet, the screen is yours.
Yes, I'm ready. Is the floor for me, Pak Agung?
I cannot see your
Okay,
screen.
I
Is the
can see
floor
that.
for me, Pak Agung?
Yeah, sure, sure,
That's okay, Pak Slamet.
sure. Great, Pak Slamet. Thank you.
Screen? Can you see my screen, Pak Agung?
Sure, Pak Slamet. I can see that.
Okay, can I start with my presentation?
Yes, Pak, you may start.
Okay, let me start, Pak Agung.
Yeah, sure. Please go on, Pak. You can start now.
Yes. My title is Exploring Cognates in Digital Surveying Instrument Manuals, a lesson plan for ESP teaching. This is from Sekolah Tinggi Pertahanan Nasional. There are three big things covered in my campus, as this is a campus for vocational schools dealing with agrarian affairs and land matters. There are three things covered there: administrative things, legal things, and technical things. A and B, administrative and legal, are usually dealt with Bahasa Indonesia in offices and in campus, but but the technical things, especially in surveying instruments, so far there is no translation for new surveying instrument manuals. Therefore, and this, you need to know its English first before practicing using this new device. There are lots of cognates found in the manuals, especially true cognates, fortunately, because these cognates are words about the same meaning, pronunciation, and spelling. And why digital? Alfred Gazers states that young learners in their teens are considered as digital natives because they grow up with computers, digital multimedia, and the like. As a matter of fact, we adult people are really digital native as we are surrounded by digital devices in our lives. Gojek, GoFood, Grab, online shopping, and some others. What is cognate or cognate word? Two or more words in different languages which have the same root. This is expressed by Mario Perry and Jr. 1935, page 41 in the Dictionary of Linguistics. The words instrument, telescope, for instance, have their cognate parts in Bahasa Indonesia, which are instrument and telescope, respectively. Look at further examples. Put it simply, cognates are words in two languages that share a similar meaning, spelling, and pronunciation. These are the source. There are three ways to identify cognates. If first one, the word has the same spelling, like digital in English, we have digital in Bahasa Indonesia, manual and manual in Bahasa Indonesia, gender, we have gender in Bahasa Indonesia. These words have the same spelling. The second, the word has a different spelling, like lens and lensa, instrument, instrument, manager and manager, management and management. They are spelled differently. The other word is different spelling, yet sounds similar. Telescope, telescope, alcohol with K, sorry. The Indonesian word is alcohol with K, A-L-K-O-H-O-L. Theodolite, we spell it theodolite. Sounds similar. More and more cognates are found upon reading through the manual. Those cognates, in my viewpoint, make learning interesting and enjoyable as they are similar or almost similar orthographically, similar or almost similar in pronunciation and meaning. These words might be known only to certain experts, of course, for the first time, yet sooner or later, they would be known to commoners due to the growth of science. Words then are familiar through general use. This is expressed by Bow, 1957. It's an old book entitled History of the English Language. Some words in Bahasa Indonesia may look like similar to English, but having different meaning. They are called false cognates, like family. Keluarga is not family, which means relative or sangat saudara. Fabric, kain, is not pabrik, meaning factory. We do not deal with this about false cognates anyway. Now, how to present those materials? First of all, we consider the communicative functions. In the FUN Act, divides the communicative function into 6. We should also set the topic and what are the learner's needs. What are the learner's needs to study this material? The third consideration is laxis. That means those words appearing frequently must come first, must come early. Number 4, structures and selection for linguistic components. Number 5, phonology or graphology, that is dealing with cognates, graphology, spelling is important. F or 6, discourse and rhetorical skills, taxonomy of language skills, and directed to English for science and technology or ESP, EST or ESP. This is expressed by Yeldon, 1955. In short, the conclusion is the presentation of materials has to undergo the process of easy first and then the more difficult. This material must undergo selection, sequence, gradation, selecting, sequencing, and gradation. Thank you very much, Pak Agung. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Pak Slamet, for the presentation. Okay, now we will proceed to the next presenter. The paper that will be presented is entitled Novel as a Stimulus of Character Education of Empathy and Sympathy. So, Ibu Diah Prabaningrum, are you here? Or Ibu Rahayu Kristiwati? Ibu Sumartin? Oh, I think the presenters are absent. So, yeah, I'm really sorry that we must proceed to the next paper to be presented with the title Local Narrative Text as the Implementation of PPK in ALT through Android-based media. That will be presented by Bapak Didit Kurniadi and Bapak Suprapto. For Bapak Didit and Bapak Suprapto, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Agung, for giving me a chance to present my materials. It's my time to present materials. Let me share some screen first. Okay, just a minute. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Sure.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, let me introduce myself first. My name is Didit, and I'm working this research with my colleague, Mr. Suprapto. Both of us come from Aki University, and this research funded by government. Yeah? And the title of the research is Local Narrative Text as the Implementation of PPK in ALT through Android-based media. Okay, let's see the background of study first. Okay, for the introduction, that now we as the teachers are basing students now. They call millennial students, that they are really familiar with gadget and they like something instant and do not like conventional learning. Yeah? Most of them, yeah? Like reading books and then reading novel, reading whole book and so on. And then the second is the development of technology. We now live in the era of industrial revolution 4.0, and from the rapid technology, we as the teachers forced to use the technology, specifically in this pandemic era. And in ELT in Indonesia, narrative is taught since secondary school. And then also we do not teach only about knowledge and skills, but we also must teach PPK. What is PPK? PPK is penguatan pendidikan karakter or characters building. There are 5 PPK here that is programmed by our government. First, religious, integrity, independent, nationalist, and mutual cooperation. Okay, that's the introduction. And from the background of knowledge, we have 2 problems here. The first problem is problems in ELT, and the second is problems in characters. First, problems in ELT. First is unclear teacher instruction, and then the second, limited media, and number 3, low students input, and the number 4, students disinterest in the subjects or English. We got this information from another research. One of them is journal from President of TEPRI, Mr. Joko at the time, 2019, that he told us that from 10 million students in junior high school, only 300,000 students to 600,000 who are competent in English, but leaving about 6,300,000 students who are not competent in English. And then the second problems in characters that considered to have started to erode due to the rapid development of technology. It means that our young generations have moral degradation. And then from the problems, we formulate the objective of the study. The objective is to improve students' English competence through local narrative text by introducing Android-based learning media as a form of implementation of PPK in ELT. And for the research method, we use qualitative and associated with various methods, perspectives, and approaches. I took theory of Mackey, 2005, and one of the methods used by us is research and development, or R&D, and it aims at developing teaching materials or the product of teaching materials. Okay, there are 5 stages of this research. First is data collection, and then product design, developing learning media, validation from experts, and product trial. Let's see the results and discussion. And from data collections, we got a library research and then interview and distributing some questionnaires. And it results, narrative text is one of the subtopics of learning English in secondary schools in Indonesia. And then narrative text is part of genre-based text, and core competence or competency in T, as I said before, that we do not teach only knowledge and skills, but we also teach about religiosity and characters for all subjects, not only religion and the other subject. English is included too. And then after we distributing questionnaires to teachers and students, and according to the questionnaires and ELT achievements in junior high school, only 42.9%. It's different what they got in the report in the end of semester. And then they believe that the young generations get moral degradation, about 57.1%, and local narrative dominations, that it should be dominated by local narrative than the other narrative from outside or abroad, like the legend of Jakarta, the legend of Prambanan Temple, the temple near Kidul, should be more dominant in our learning materials, okay, to maintain our cultures. And then 5, mostly respondents agree to have learning materials in Android applications since it can be used easily by the students. And then the 6 suggestion from respondents to the researchers that we have to enrich local narratives, and then adding some vocabularies and inserting some pictures in the application. And the second step is designing product. And from more than hundreds narrative, we chose the better stories. There are 75 local narratives in our application, and it is designed to be more simple and accessible, and including pictures, vocabularies, and moral values inside. And after that, after the data collected and complete, the researcher collaborated with another members of this research from IT faculty, and then after done, the application is done. We have validation from expert. There are 2 validators here. The first validator is from language faculty, and the second is from IT faculty. And
pardon me, Pak Didi, 2 minutes left.
Hello, yes?
2 minutes left, Pak.
Oh, 2 minutes left. Okay, Okay, there are some suggestions from the other validators, and it is the applications, and we give a trial to some students that the result of product through questionnaire and interviews showed a positive response. More than 74% that this product is good in the small scale. And this is the product. Sorry, Mr. Agung, I will show you the product, the screen recording. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, it is less than 1 minute. Can you see the video, Mr. Agung?
Yes, sir, but we cannot hear the sound.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Without sound, it's okay. Yeah, that's our product. We made the product about several months. Yeah, it's look easy to make it, but it's actually hard. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's the product. The conclusion is that there are many moral values in this application in, related to the narrative text. There are vertical divinity aspects such as one faith in God and horizontal aspect on we say hablum minanas and hablum minallah in Arabic. For example, carrying mutual cooperation, empathy, helping each other, not committing crimes, and so on. And this application is believed easy to use and practical, compatible, and has high accessibility. Okay, I think enough. Thank you so much, Mr. Agung.
Okay.
I hope it meets the requirement to be published in proceeding. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, David. Okay, such a great performance, such a good presentation, and then we will again proceed to the next presentation with the title, with the paper entitled "Exploring Challenges and Problems in the Online Teaching Practices During the COVID-19 Outbreak, Middle Schools Context." So the presenters are Ibu Helder Sulastuti and Bapak Purwo Haryono.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Let me try to share the screen first. Is it displayed already, Pak Agung?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Pak Purwo?
Clearly.
It's clear, Bu Tuti.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let me put in full screen. Is it full already?
Yeah,
Okay, well.
but it starts from thank you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, this is what always happen in online presentation. Okay, let me stop share first. Yeah. Something wrong with this? Okay. Yeah. Is it displayed already? Is it displayed already?
Yeah, it's clear, Bu.
Yeah, okay. Well. Oh, what's wrong with this? Yeah, it's got to be the first, this one. Okay, well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for the time. First of all, I need to say hello to Pak Purwo first. Hello, Pak Purwo.
Hello, Bu Tuti.
Okay, well, here's my partner. Okay, today we would like to present our article, Exploring Challenges and Problems in the Online Teaching Practices during the COVID-19, and this is in the middle school context. Well, as we know that the outbreak of COVID-19 has changed almost all aspects of living, including in education sector. And this is the continuation. That is the in continuation. To avoid the spread of this virus, government through the Ministry of Education and Culture has enforced at-home distance learning to make students continue their learning activities. Consequently, teachers have to integrate ICT in their daily teaching to deal with the sudden shift from face-to-face learning to online teaching practice. Okay, and then aside from the advantages that have been revealed by many other researchers, the implementation of online learning often gave problem for the teachers. Okay, and yeah, in many cases, teachers encounter a lot of problem which hinder their teaching practice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, the aim of our study is first to investigate challenges and problems faced by the middle school English teachers in Klaten in their online teaching practices during the COVID-19 outbreak. Yeah, and then the second is to explore the teachers' efforts to overcome the problem encountered. Okay, and then we would like to define. Yeah, now let me put it. Yeah, we define online learning as learning experiences in synchronous asynchronous environment using different devices. For example, mobile phones, tablet, laptop with internet access. And then it is an innovative method to instruct students in remote areas, which involve all types of learning that is done using computer or other ICT resources. And relating with the research method, the strategy is descriptive qualitative research, and then involving 14 middle school English teachers in Klaten. And in collecting the data, we use questionnaire, observation, and interviews. And for examining the trustworthiness, we employ triangulation data, source, and method. And then further analyze by using interactive model of analysis, yeah, from Miles, Haberman, and Saldana. Okay, consisting of data collection, data condensation, data display, and conclusion. Okay, this is the distribution of the data. Okay, there are 15 teachers involved in this research, and consisting of 5 male teachers and 10 female teachers. And they are coming from 10 schools in Klaten. 2 of them are private school. And then in relation with the qualification, yeah, they are ranging from undergraduate program, or they hold undergraduate degree for 8 teachers, and then 3 of them hold magister degree, and then 4 of them still continuing their study to magister program. And this is the years of experience ranging from 2 years up to this one, the old one, 36 years. And in the right one, these are on the learning platform they usually use for conducting online teaching, ranging from Google Classroom, and then Google Meet, yeah, Microsoft, and then also using YouTube, and also Google Meet. I'm sorry, Google Form, yeah, using the Google Form. And also one of the teacher always use Rumah Belajar, yeah, from Kemendikbud, and this is a very good program for conducting teaching and learning launched by Kemendikbud. Okay, and then from the finding, we can analyze that from the questionnaire, yeah, to our surprise that all participants, means that this is 100% of 15 teachers agree that there is a challenge to integrate ICT in their teaching practice that make them discover new approaches in teaching and learning, which is suitable with the learning context. And this is exactly strengthening what has been discussed yesterday in the plenary session. And then all participants 100% support the policy of the Ministry of Education and Culture to launch online learning, as it is believed to be the most appropriate solution for providing students with the access for their education during the COVID-19 outbreak. And all participants realize that there is a shift in their roles. Yeah, this is a change from knowledge transmission agent to a specialist to guide students' learning process. Yeah, the role changed from performers in front of the face-to-face class to delivery interaction to guides who make adjustment to the delivery of content based on their online environment. And then this is also surprising us that 100% get a lot of merits of teaching through online learning during this pandemic COVID-19. That they said that they become familiar to integrate technology in their teaching and learning, since there is a need to develop their own capacity to make use of the different learning platform and the different situation. And all participants also admit that they also encounter certain problem in teaching through online learning platform. And this is the problem. Yeah. Hello.
Minutes.
Okay.
And
this is the problem areas in online learning. The first is that the limitation in using other or various online learning platforms, as there is no any single platform suited for all. And then there's also a problem in relating with the difficulties in managing classroom activities in the virtual class, especially in Zoom and Google Meet, since not all students have high commitment and readiness to attend the and participate in the learning activities. There's also a problem relating with the time that online learning, as we know for sure, that take quite a bit of time to prepare, plan, and also teach an online class. And then the fourth problem is in line with the low connection and also technical difficulties. One last point that is a problem for assessing students, as students tend to have less homework, less assignment, lack of tests, and also risk of cheating in tests. Yeah, teachers sometimes feel doubtful whether all the assignment submitted by the student were done by the student themselves. Okay, and these are the best efforts that have been done by the teachers. The first one is adjusting the learning platform to the specific features of the material interaction. Yeah, in many cases, they switch one platform to another to maintain the classroom activities. For example, first they teach using Zoom, and then they move to WhatsApp, from Google Meet to Google Classroom or WhatsApp. Yeah, when they want to display the material in form of video, for example, taken from YouTube, yeah, they will not use Zoom because of the considering the student it will consume a lot of quota. So the teacher sometimes decide to display in WhatsApp group. Okay, and then in relation with the second problem that teachers encounter problem in managing the virtual class. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So can I get some more minutes first? And before teaching, they prepare activities with enhanced student collaboration, motivating students to join the link, and then during the learning, they conduct Q&A, then providing student-to-student communication using live chat and monitoring. And then at the end, teachers screenshot the student live photo who join the learning and give appreciation. And then also they improve the time management, listing the priority and doing rehearsal before teaching. And for the fourth problem, they upgrade the device or application with higher speed internet connection, contact the technical support for overcoming problem that can cause hindrance in learning. And the last, designing a simple assessment instrument and rubric using Google Form for multiple choice item, using quizzes, preparing lists for task accomplishment, and compromising for task submission deadline. And this is the solution, conclusion of our research is that this presentation highlights the teachers' challenge and problem in their online teaching practices. Yeah, teachers are challenged to integrate technology in their learning. However, some crucial problems may hinder the learning effectiveness. This implies a strong need for teachers participants to upgrade to the positive approach toward becoming techno-friendly to minimize problems arise in teaching activities. And then also teachers have done their best effort to overcome the problem by adjusting to the appropriate learning platform to suit with the characteristic of the material, and then enhance student collaboration, improve time management, upgrade the capacity of the device, and also conducting a more compromised assessment. This is some document that we get from the Zoom activities, yeah, the classroom using Zoom activities.
I'm really sorry.
Okay, and this is some list, yeah, from made by the teachers.
To the next
Okay, yeah, session. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ibu.
Yeah.
So I think that presentation is the last presentation in our parallel session, since the first presenter, Ibu Dia, and friends couldn't attend this parallel session. So we'll start the question and answer session. If you have any question, you may raise hand, or you can also write the question on the chat box. So you may address the question to Bapak Slamet, and then Bapak Didit, or to Ibu Herasolas.
Okay, Mr. Agung, yeah. I just read questions from Mr. Slamet.
Okay.
On the chat box, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Slamet, Pak Didit, my students got difficulty in writing a narrative text, especially for the past tense form. Do you have the same experience as I did? Yes, I did. If so, how do or did you manage the problem? Matur nuwun. How do or did you overcome the problem? Thank you so much, Mr. Slamet. It seems that the question is only for me. When I have such questions, I always say that there are 3 ways to improve students' ability in English. I said it is 3P, 3P. Can you guess what is that? 3P. Yeah? The first is practice, and then the second is practice again, and the third is practice all the time. Okay, that's the answer. That's the answer, Mr. Slamet, for all how to improve students' ability. Okay, and I believe the theory or the hypothesis of Stephen Krashen, the American linguist, if you know Stephen Krashen. How to improve students' writing, moreover in past tense form. So if we want to improve students' writing, we need to have to read more. Yeah, there are 4 skills in English. First is listening, and then the second is reading, speaking, and writing. The history, the Stephen Krashen theory said, the more we listen and speak, the more we listen and read, the more we can speak and write. Ya, semakin banyak kita mendengarkan dan membaca, semakin banyak pula kita berbicara dan menulis. That's the answer, Mr. Slamet. Ya, only 3P: practice, practice again, and practice all the time. Okay, only that. Thank you, Mr. Agung.
Thank you, Pak Didit, for the answer. So, is there any other question? Okay, it seems that there is no question to be asked to the presenter. So, with that being said, we've come to an end of our oral session. So, thank you for your attention, ladies and gentlemen, and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Pak Agung.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Agung. Yeah. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Matur nuwun.
Matur nuwun.
Thank you. Thank you, Pak.
Yeah, you may leave this breakout room.